Welcome back to Joy News Today. The CEO of the Telco's Chamber, Ken Ashiegbey, joins me with sports. Welcome, Mr. Ashiegbey.
Thank you very much. But this is the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications, and I welcome you to Farmers Day edition of the sports here on Joy News. Today on Joy News channel, on Multi-TV, we look ahead to action in the major leagues, European leagues, especially the big game involving Chelsea and Man City at Stamford Bridge. But first, let's talk about my younger brother, Neho Ashiegbey, because the Ghanaian boxer defends his WBO Super Bantamweight title this weekend. He's up against Mexico Emmanuel Navarrete at the Madison Square Gardens in New York on Saturday night. Joy Sports editor Natalia Atto previews the big news about this bout.
Isaac the Royal Storm Dugbe is a 2012 Olympian who has traveled a fulfilling journey so far in the pugilistic sport. He showed glimpses of greatness in his first 10 fights, which caused many expert eyes around the world to start paying attention to him. When Dugbe met his first experienced opponent in the undefeated Edward Kakembo, he overpowered the Ugandan to win the WBO Africa belt. Then came the very tough John Neil Tabanao, whose defeat earned Dugbe the WBC Youth belt and the WBO Oriental in addition to his WBO Africa belt. The young African boxer defeated two of the division's contenders, Julian Aristule and Javier Chacon, who each had at least twice Dugbe's fight experience. But his father and trainer Paul criticized him openly about his performance and demanded more. Dugbe absorbed his father's criticism, and before a packed Bukum boxing arena on January 6 this year, and a more attack-oriented and defensive Dugbe delivered a class act of a performance to stop Mexican Cesar Juarez, who then had a record of 20 wins and 5 losses. Juarez was a good boxer, but Dugbe proved superior. Then came the champion Jesse Magdaleno, and Dugbe did not disappoint. It was a stern line of crisp punching, combinations, and all-attack style. In the end, when Dugbe was declared the new champion, Magdaleno bowed to him in sportsmanly respect. The young man from the Volta region of Ghana looks focused to deliver yet another performance as he goes into his second defense after defeating Hidenori Otake, who was the Japanese who posed the first challenge to him as a champion. But if endorsements from greats like Azuma Nelson are anything to go by, then Isaac the Royal Storm Dugbe surely is looking ahead to one great night against Emmanuel Navarrete.
Still on the Dugbe versus Navarrete bout, Ghanaian boxing fans have been looking ahead to it and sharing their thoughts.
As connoisseurs of the game, we can predict that the guy is going to go in round 5. That will be the end of the fight. It won't go beyond that. I can assure you. The Kulakpaji is there. He's experienced, tactical, and cool, always cool in the ring, and knows what to do and at the right time.
Well, I'm expecting him to knock him out because he's one of the formidable boxers that we have in this country. His strategies and the style that he has adopted, none of our fighters has ever adopted those strategies. And with those strategies come to play, I don't think the guy will be able to withstand his prowess. No, Dugbe will knock the guy out.
Which one?
Oh, I don't think the guy will pass 6.
Oh, my expectation for Isaac Dugbe is to win and knock the Navarrete down and bring the title back again.
Now to the English Premier League, and the top liners comes off at Stamford Bridge on Saturday. It will be Chelsea taking on league leaders Man City, and the Blues will be targeting a revival after losing 2 of their last 3 games. SuperSport Visuals.
Away. Following 2 poor performances in quick succession, the players themselves are adamant that their recent run of form must come to an end immediately.
It's the only response that we can give is on the pitch on Saturday. We know that we are facing Manchester City. At the moment they are unbeaten, but it doesn't matter who is in front of us. I think the fans, they deserve our reaction from the first minute at the bridge. I think we have to do a big game as a team.
The defeat to Wolves leaves Chelsea down in 4th in the table, with Sarri himself far from happy at full time.
I am really very worried, not for the result, but for the fact that we didn't react to the first goal of the opponents. We didn't react at all. So I am really very worried for this. We lost confidence, but maybe it's better, because sometimes my players show me that they have too much confidence.
One side full of confidence is Manchester City, who travelled to Stamford Bridge on Saturday. Azpilicueta knows they must respond correctly should they concede, something he felt was missing against Wolves on Wednesday.
The 1-1 arrives, that moment. Obviously, I think as a team we didn't react in the right way. We couldn't cope with the read of the game. I think we have to take this because there were still 30 minutes to go and it was not finished.
Azpilicueta himself has had a positive week off the field, signing a new contract which will keep him at the club until 2022. In the immediate future, though, the vice-captain knows all that matters is the performances on the pitch if the season is to be a success.
To DSTV for the Super Sport visuals that we brought to you. So, my brother, it's a long time I've seen you, and now you are the sports ministry.
Yes.
Tomorrow there's this bout coming up, from our small brother, from our region. He's going to be fighting. We're hoping that Naho would really happen tomorrow.
Yes, we're hoping that Naho will win the fight tomorrow. He's been quite a sensation since he burst into the scene of boxing and has always made us proud, and we're hoping that tomorrow will be one of the days when he does same. So we're asking Ghanaians to stay put and follow and watch the game as it comes off at the Madison Square Garden in the US.
Yes, definitely. Like we do all the time, for our great footballers. I hope all of us Ghanaians will be praying so that we'll have some agbaja to dance tomorrow at the end of the bout.
Most definitely.
That will be all for sports from me, Ken Ashiegbey, the farmer from Abutiakota.